Fantasy Smack Talk, talking about our basketball rankings for the upcoming 2017-2018 season. We're talking about small forwards, and you might have heard about a few of these guys, so let's talk about FanDuel first, which you might not have heard about yet.
Such a calm opening.
I'm calm, name count.
Very calm.
Back it up!
Wow. There you go.
Is that what you were looking for? Is that what you wanted? Dance monkey, bang your cymbals, Binky.
FanDuel. Daily fantasy basketball is a lot of fun. Click on the link in the description. They're running a promotion right now. You deposit $10 or more, you get a free subscription to the online Playboy digital magazine, which who wouldn't want that? And also, you get a free entry. Stop doing that.
Bang your cymbals, Binky.
A free entry into the Sunday Million, which is a $7 game, and it helps us out. Click on the link in the description. Sign up for FanDuel.
I was going to keep going until you told me to stop, just let you know. Did you knew that was what I was going to do?
I was getting annoyed.
Tier 1, studs across the board. Durant, LeBron, and Kawhi Leonard. The one thing that I want to highlight out of these three is we've seen on some sites LeBron being ranked outside of the top 10, and it's because of, oh, he's not going to play the games, and Leonard's like ranked 4, Durant's ranked at number 1. Durant only played 62 games last year, Leonard played 74, and LeBron James also played 74 games. LeBron was absolutely ridiculous across the board. I think he will take some days off for the new schedule, so hopefully limit that to a degree. LeBron needs to be a first-round pick. Continue, Dustin.
All right. Tier 2, I want to talk about a couple people in new homes. Paul George out there with OKC. And you know, I think people are going to have varying opinions on his value this year. Oh, Westbrook. But if anything, I think this hurts Westbrook, and George more or less stays the same. I mean, his numbers might go down a little bit, but Westbrook just could not continue that crazy tear, and if he wants to have any type of length in his career, he needs to rely on George. They should not take much away from him, in my opinion, so we'll see how he does, but I'm not completely writing him off. And then Hayward, he's out there with Boston now. Few more people to compete with shots and points and stuff, but again, I don't think he's just going to be a non-factor. He's still going to be asked to do a lot. He's still going to be asked to score the 3. So we're still not hating either of these guys in their new homes.
I'm shocked you didn't say reuniting with his college coach, because that's all that I hear anytime they talk about him. It's so ridiculous. We all know. We get it. It's great. All right, tier 3. The first guy I'm talking about is Harrison Barnes, who played great last year for Dallas. His first year there, I mean, he scored almost 20 points a game. He looked solid. He did almost play 35 minutes a game as well, so obviously going to have good numbers. But I think he's going to replicate very similar numbers for this year, so he's going to be another great pick. And then I want to talk about Otto Porter. It's the Bullets, I know. Name always talks about his Bullets, but I really do want to focus on Otto because he did get that max money. Sometimes max players get overdrafted in fantasy basketball because you hear he's a max player. I'm a Bulls fan. He is not worth max money. We had to pay him that based on how the cap worked, and if we didn't, then we'd sign somebody a lot worse, and it wouldn't affect us. Regardless, the thing about Otto Porter you're going to like is he's almost going to he'll probably get about 2 threes a game. He's going to get about 6.5 rebounds. He's probably could get about 15 points. He won't do anything super flashy, but he'll be solid across the board for you.
He is getting paid a lot of money.
But we're going to trade him for DeMarcus Cousins. Come on. And 2 future firsts, please. Come on, Ernie.
4, Gallinari with the Clippers. Here's the deal with him. He can still do it when he's healthy. It just seems to be one thing after the next with him, but he did play 63 games last year, which isn't terrible for him. So, you know, if he can stay healthy, he could be a steal on draft day. And then Rudy Gay, new home with the Spurs. He's coming off that major injury last year, but he should be ready to go. But it's a scary pick now. He is not going to be asked to do nearly as much as he used to be, so I think the days of him scoring close to 20 points are over, but he could still be, a good role player in real life and on fantasy.
Next here, I'm talking about 2 youngsters. First one's Ingram for the Los Angeles Lakers. Ingram showed that he can be good, but he still needs to put on weight. But I do like some of the pieces around him a little bit more. I think him and Ball should be an interesting combo. So Ingram is a kind of a sneaky later round sleeper. I do like some of his upside, but he's going to be very, very inconsistent this year, so just note that. And then Tatum for the Boston Celtics. They moved down in the draft because Danny Ainge always wanted Tatum. They even at the #1 pick, that was their #1 guy on the board. And in the summer league, he is NBA ready. He's got a shot, he's got a drive, he's got the mid-range game. He's gonna be interesting, and he's not gonna play a ton of minutes right up front, but I think as the season goes on, he will get very good minutes, and he will be a consistent fantasy player this year.
Tier 6, I want to talk about Alan Crabbe. He's out there with the Nets. Now he's listed as their starting small forward as of now. We know he might not have small forward eligibility in all the leagues, so keep that in mind. But we rank based off of where we think they're going to start. So we have him at small forward. He proved to be solid last year. I mean, the thing that I like most about him is almost 2 threes a game. And I think on that offense, they're going to give him a run. They're going to give him some minutes. So he could be a decent 3-point specialist you can grab late. And then Justice Winslow with Miami, you know, he's kind of been disappointing up until this point, but we know that there's still some talent there and he should be getting some minutes. So he's just kind of a late round guy that you can get just to see if he can get things going.
Tier 7, talking about 2 rookies. First one's Josh Jackson of the Suns, the 3rd overall pick. You know, he can't shoot. That was his knock on him, so that's going to be an issue in the NBA game, of course. But he's got a high motor. He's going to get you defensive stats. He's going to get you rebounds. So, but he's kind of like a Winslow, where when he's drafted based on potential, I feel. He's not going to step in and be like some of these other rookies that I think will have an immediate impact. I think he'll be good. I just don't think he'll be great in fantasy this year. The other guy I want to speak about is Justin Jackson. Justin Jackson has a shot. He's got literally has a shot, not a shot to do something. He can actually shoot the ball. And the reason he's ranked here is because he's on the Sacramento Kings. They're going to end up tanking this year. They're going to get the young guys a lot of burn. While he might not get it out of the gate halfway through the season, he should be getting good minutes on this team because the roster is just so terrible.
Tier 8, I want to talk about Darius Miller for New Orleans. This is one that you need to watch, a battle you need to watch. He's competing for the starting gig. Right now, he's kind of penciled in as the guy that it's his job to lose. He's coming over from the European leagues. He's a talented player, but will it mesh in the NBA? Will he be able to win the job and have value? That's what we don't know right now. But if he does, he could end up being a late round sleeper that has some value.
Tier 9, I'm going to highlight Jonathan Simmons of the Orlando Magic. You know, I actually on the NBA channel on one of those radios that don't give us a sponsorship, so I won't tell you which one it is, but it's obvious which one it could be. We're talking, oh, this guy was a beast. I can't believe Orlando got him. They probably gave him a high contract. He's going to be amazing this year. First of all, they didn't have to pay him that much, so that means there weren't a lot of teams going after him. The Spurs were announced as right, so they didn't even want to match any offers that came. They didn't care. So that's kind of red flags, and he's going to be playing behind Ross. They have the rookie there that'll play some 3 as well. So just don't believe because he was on the Spurs and now he's on the Magic, it means he's going to be a beast. It's just, he's good, he's just not incredible. So don't be a name that you just draft because it's a name you know.
Well, there you go. Click on the link in the card to check out our updated small forward rankings. We'll be updating them throughout the preseason as things happen. Click on the, subscribe to our channel, click on the FanDuel link. That was pretty good too. Sign up for FanDuel. Hey,
I am on point today.
Guys on fire.
Dustin.
Well, it's not a surprise when I do it.